Hello, a very good evening to you. Over the course of the next few days or so, the changeable theme continues weather-wise. There will be a few very heavy showers, spells of rain at times. Temperatures in general around average for the time of year, but it's feeling fresher. And there'll be some strong winds to contend with, particularly for coastal areas over the next few days and nights. Low pressure very much in the driving seat, and it's forcing fronts across the UK. There will be brief, more quiet spells interspersed. However, it is looking pretty changeable through the rest of this week and towards the weekend. Back to tonight, a band of rain between now and midnight moves its way quite promptly northwards and eastwards. Behind it, blustery showers after midnight, a cooler feel to the night. Before dawn, generally drier, but there will be 1 or 2 showers feeding through, and it's pretty breezy. 8 or 9 Celsius our overnight low. On to the details for tomorrow, and first of all, the sun will be up at 4:47. It sets at 9:32 tomorrow evening. If you're planning your day tomorrow, out and about early, probably the best part of the day. There'll be some sunshine, a few heavy blustery showers, but generally not looking too bad. By the end of the afternoon, a system will be moving up from the southwest, and that will increase cloud amounts into northern England, later on Dumfries and Galloway by the end of the day. And that's a spell of heavy rain and some strong winds that moves in through tomorrow night. Ahead of that, temperatures will get to around 15 Celsius. It'll feel cool and blustery with some strong winds between now and then for exposed western coast, gales at times. Looking ahead, the next few days remain very changeable, briefly quieter with a ridge of high pressure on Wednesday, so a settled day. Temperatures up a little bit towards the weekend, but showers will be in big supply. The unsettled conditions this week will really dampen down grass pollen levels, so some relief for hay fever sufferers over the next few days. Levels will remain low across the region. Hello again. A changeable few days ahead weather-wise, with low pressure firmly in the driving seat. We'll see spells of showery rain, some of it heavy over the next few days and nights, accompanied by rather windy conditions certainly as well, with temperatures above average for the time of year by the end of the week, but before that feeling rather fresh. Low pressure will be driving fronts in across the UK from the west as we head through the next few days. Briefly, a few drier interludes with some brightness, but all in all, it's quite changeable through the rest of this week. Back to tonight, rain moves northwards and eastwards, and after midnight it's a little drier with perhaps 1 or 2 breaks in the cloud, a few blustery showers here and there. And temperature-wise tonight, where we see those cloud breaks, rurally down to around 8 or 9 degrees. For most of us, a drier start to the day tomorrow after that rain moves through tonight. The sun is up tomorrow at 4:48. It sets at 9:20 tomorrow evening. Bright spells across Yorkshire to start the day tomorrow, some sunshine around, but 1 or 2 showers are possible on that fairly blustery wind through tomorrow morning. Cloud will tend to increase through the day tomorrow. By the end of the afternoon, the next system's moving up from the southwest. So by the middle of the afternoon, it's pushing up south of the Humber, bringing with it some spells of wet and windy weather for tomorrow night for all of us as it moves northwards. Temperature-wise, before that, 15 or 16 Celsius, quite a fresh feel to proceedings. Windy and wet tomorrow night, that clears through. And briefly, high pressure will give us a dry day on Wednesday, if a little cloudy, highs of 17 Celsius. A boost in temperatures for Thursday and Friday, but they will be unsettled days with showers never too far away and blustery conditions as well. Hello again. A changeable few days ahead weather-wise, with low pressure firmly in the driving seat. We will see fronts moving across the UK, bringing for us here in the northeast spells of showery rain, some of it heavy at times, accompanied by strong winds as well over the next few days and nights. Temperatures are around average at best for the time of year. Low pressure then feeding these fronts in from the west over the next few days. There will be brief drier interludes around it and some sunshine here and there, but the outlook does look very unsettled through the remainder of this week. Back to tonight, wet and windy conditions over the next few hours, but the early hours of tomorrow morning will see some clearance, remaining blustery, a few showers feeding through. But in the breaks in the cloud, temperatures tonight will dip to around 7 or 8 Celsius, so a fresh start to the day tomorrow. On to tomorrow, first of all, the sun times. It will be rising tomorrow morning at 4:42, setting at 9:23 tomorrow evening. For most of us, a bright start to the day tomorrow. 1 or 2 showers feeding through on that fresh breeze through the morning and into the afternoon as well. And gradually, by the end of the day, cloud will build. From the southwest, we have a band of rain, accompanied by strong winds, which will move up as we head through into tomorrow evening. Before that, a fresh feel to the day, 15 or 16 Celsius with increasing cloudy conditions as we approach tomorrow evening, and that rain moving through. Wet and windy for a time tomorrow night. But briefly, a ridge of high pressure giving us a dry day on Wednesday. A little bit cloudy for the northeast, temperatures at around 16 Celsius. Not feeling great. Winds will pick up a little bit as we head through the end of the working week. A blustery day on Thursday with quite a few showers, but temperatures perk up a bit on Thursday and Friday to around 17 degrees.